What's up everyone, welcome to today's video, welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, the developers have just revealed 28 of the suits that are going to be in Gotham Knights. Apparently there are 11 sets and each character is going to have one in that set, so you're looking at somewhere around 44 in total. But as of today, they showed about 7 of those sets, and from what we saw, it appears that this is a big win for the devs and especially for the artists who came up with these ideas and had them fleshed out in general. So maybe we want to give credit to where credit is due, and these are the elements of video games that you kind of have to, in a sense, maybe split down the middle or split in different compartments in order for you to appreciate certain segments, even though there are segments of the entire game that you may not necessarily be on board with. Sometimes I see the generalizations in our comment sections and forums on Twitter where people basically take the whole and toss it out because they don't like one core element. But sometimes it's very wise and it's actually quite prudent in your analysis to be able to take something that you appreciate in a video game and highlight it. You don't have to play the game. You don't have to like the game. But if you see something that is good, it's always good for you to go ahead and say so. And in my opinion, as somebody who's not necessarily always the big person on suits and skins, I think this is actually a very good thing. The developers were able to give their analyses. They talked about the transmog aspect, which for many fans, this is actually a big deal. Some people want to be able to carry their stats and look the way that they want to look. And I think the developers have provided a way for this without even having any questions. So it's actually a very good thing. Some other tidbits surrounding these reveals regarding the suits and the skins in the game is that the developers did mention that they took a lot of their inspiration from artists around the world. In fact, they even brought in artists who had some wonderful ideas, some cool art styles that they felt they were able to implement, and they had them work on these designs. So this is more of a community-based aspect in a sense. This kind of shows a lot of what people may have envisioned or at least seen somewhere or had cool ideas about. It may not necessarily represent all of the different suits that everybody would like to see because, you know, there are probably suits in comics, in animated series that people would probably like to get their hands on in Gotham Knights, but I don't necessarily write it off as something that will never happen. It could be that down the road, skins and suits and different kinds of cosmetic aspects are things that could be added later in the game. Also, preliminary, the developers did mention that there will be no microtransactions in Gotham Knights, so hopefully these skins, as they come around, they are free to acquire by maybe doing specific activities or by engaging in the game in one form or the other. Now, I'm sure many of you might be wondering, what suit do I actually like from the hosts that we've gotten to see? And very simply, it's the Night Ops suits. Those suits really do look like you're seriously wanting to deal with the crime in Gotham Knights. And the only thing that's missing is probably some high-end weaponry, but the Knights already have their weapons and their gadgets, and so that should be enough for me. I like the way the design actually is. There is nothing, in my opinion, that feels super excessive. It really has that futuristic look, and I want to see how that would gel in the game. The one thing, nonetheless, that was missing from this presentation was an in-game representation of these suits. Now, another really big thing as well, too, is wouldn't it be nice for you to be able to discover these and get to see them, how they're represented in the game? And plus, we've already gotten to see some of them from time to time in the trailers. Not necessarily the game itself, but the trailers are the game. I've explained this multiple times. And so you already kind of have some sort of a visual as to how it's going to look. If you're thinking maybe the Shinobi set, you've seen Nightwing in his Shinobi suit. That was actually pretty cool. And I think we got to see Robin in his as well in his gameplay reveal. Regarding Batgirl, I don't know for sure if that was her Shinobi suit. It did look like that, but who knows? It could be another set of, cosmetics that she was putting on at that given time. But I would love to hear your thoughts regarding this. I believe that if you come to Gotham Knights from the perspective of the different aspects of game development, you're going to see the highlights that the game does have. I personally still have my reservations regarding some of the systems. I've made them known in different videos, but where there is credit to be given, I always make sure that we actually do that and give credit to where credit is due. Talk to me in the comment section. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.